Hey Lori, did you get one of these invitations
I
to Deaf
did.
Awareness Day in Tallahassee?
I did get that.
When is that? Is it coming up soon?
It's coming up March 25th. It's a Tuesday.
So what's going to happen at Deaf Awareness Day?
Well-
What's it for? I mean, I don't know all the details yet.
Well, I think it's because of this licensure bill that's coming up. Do you know anything about the licensure?
Well, there's a lot of information about the licensure bill. You probably heard a few things about the QA going away, and so FRID and FAD, the Florida Association for the Deaf, are working together to pass licensure this year, and it will have an impact on the way that interpreters work in Florida. So it could affect educational interpreters, medical settings, people who work in the court system. But it's a great way of providing quality service for interpreters and for the deaf people that we work with in Florida.
Well, we do all know that even though we've had the ADA in place for many years and educational laws, that the definition of qualified, which is what is identified in these laws, is very broad and it's not very clear. And so Florida really does need something to be establish a minimum standard for interpreters and get some consistency of the interpreters that we use in the state, because those laws have remained to be very vague for what we need in the state.
I agree. Well, Nancy, how is this going to affect our students that we're teaching in the interpreter programs throughout the state of Florida? Will they still be able to do their internships and work with other interpreters out in the field?
Oh, sure. As long as students are working in a supervised setting or with an interpreter who is certified and licensed, they can go ahead and do their internship and work in supervised settings just as they have in the past. So that really won't change in terms of students. It's really when they go for their certification, they would then have to get a Florida license to practice in Florida.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is there anyone else that this law will not cover that will be exempt from this law, or any situations that it wouldn't cover?
There are some exemptions. For example, if there's a national disaster or some kind of an emergency, and a student or an unlicensed interpreter were to come up on an emergency, temporarily, if a police officer, a fireman, or someone asked for their immediate help because it's a life-threatening situation, obviously they would not be prosecutable in that case because they were offering aid in case of someone's life being at risk.
Sort of like the Good Samaritan.
Exactly, it's kind of like that with CPR when you come up on someone, right? But they then, of course, as the situation developed, they would look for a certified and licensed interpreter to come and be there for the long term. Yeah.
Great. And do you have any idea when this law is supposed to take effect? When are they?
Well, the licensure season is right now. I mean, things are happening in Tallahassee. I was just there yesterday. There's a lot going on for the next 2 months or so. If this passes, it'll take effect in the fall. I believe it's October 1st.
Great, that's
Yeah.
great. So Deaf Awareness Day, I just wanted to mention, there's going to be exhibits also. Is FRID going to be part of that? FAD is going to be part of that?
Yes, FRID, FAD. I know there's several companies that provide services to deaf and hard of hearing people who will also have booths there set up on the second floor of the rotunda in the Capitol building.
Okay,
So,
great. Good to know.
And some of the other things happening during Deaf Awareness Day in the afternoon from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. there'll be some events happening outside of the Capitol area. And it's Deaf Hard of Hearing Day in the Capitol, but interpreters across the state, hearing allies, are very much encouraged to come and be a part of this event and be there all day in support. I know at our college we are having a busload of students go to be involved and to show support for the licensure bill and the interpreting and deaf community. So it's a very exciting day coming forward.
It sure is. I can't wait to go myself.
Well, I would encourage you, if you want to get more information about these bills to do with licensure, it's Senate Bill 1304 and House Bill 1125. And you can go online to the
FloridaHouse.gov.
FloridaHouse.gov and register. Create a username and a password, and you can sign up to do tracking on those bills. So whenever there's information about committee meetings and whatever action, how the bill is moving forward, you can be one of the first ones to know. And then if you have an opportunity to go to Tallahassee and show your support, you'll have good information and know when you should go.
And all the information for the bill is on the FRID website, which is www.frid.org. fridcentral.org. And there's a history of interpreter licensure and what has been tried in the past and what is being proposed now forward. Now, legal information can be confusing on paper, so there's some additional materials there to help support for that. And you can contact some FRID members, the FRID board. They have lots of information on it if you need more information. And of course, you can go to Tallahassee and see it firsthand.
So we'll see you in Tallahassee, March 25th.
Hope to see you there.